Good day everyone. Today I will discuss a very important topic in understanding human nature. Human sexual behavior. Human sexual behavior is defined as any activity solitary between two persons or in group that indicates sexual arousal. There are factors that determine humans' sexual behavior that heritage sexual response patterns that have evolved as a means of ensuring reproduction and that become part of each individual's genetic inheritance than that degree of restraint of or other types of influence exerted on the individual by society in the expression of his sexuality. What is a human sexual behavior? Human sexual behavior refers to any activity, action, or expression related to sexual arousal, attraction, or reproduction. It includes how people feel, think, and act in a way that express their sexuality. This can be alone, between two people, or in groups. According to Gebhardt 2017, human sexual behavior involves all activities that induce sexual arousal and are influenced by biological and social factors. Factors affecting human sexual behaviors. There are two major factors that influence human sexual behavior. Number 1. Biological or genetic factors. These come from our nature, human instincts, and physical makeup. Hormones such as testosterone and estrogen affect our level of sexual desire. Our senses, like touch, sight, or smell, and also trigger attraction and arousal. For example, when someone feels affections or attractions to another person, their body may naturally respond with feelings of warmth or excitement. There are two major factors that influence human sexual behavior. Number 1. Biological or genetic factors. These come from our natural human instinct and physical makeup. Hormones such as are two major factors that influence human sexual behavior. Number 1. Biological or genetic factors. These come from our natural human instinct and physical makeup. Hormones such as testosterone and estrogen affect of our level or sexual desire. Our sense, like touch, sight, or smell, can also trigger attraction and arousal. For example, when someone feels affections or attractions to another person, their body may naturally respond with feelings or warmth or two-person sexual behavior. This occurs between two individuals. Examples: holding hands, hugging, or kissing to show affection. Petting, touching, sensitive part of the body. Sexual intercourse, the physical union of two people. Human sexual behavior. Number 1. Solitary sexual behavior. This happens when a person expresses their sexuality alone. Examples: masturbation, self-stimulation for sexual pleasure, erotic fantasies or daydreaming, imagine romantic or sexual situations, watching romantic or erotic content, viewing something that causes arousal. Society teaches us what is acceptable or unacceptable sexual behavior. For example, some cultures are open about dating and romance, while others have stricter traditions about relationships. Media, peers, and even religion can influence how people express their sexual feelings. That's all my report today. God bless and thank you. Have a good day.
Good day everyone, and also Ma'am Annalisa. Good morning, Ma'am. For today's video presentation, let's discuss about the two types of behavior. The number one, which is the solitary behavior. The second one is the socio-sexual behavior. But before we proceed about the two types of behavior, let's talk about behavior. Anyone, what is behavior? Behavior, ito ay ang pag-uugali. Pag-uugali na meron tayo. Dahil bawat isa sa atin ay meron kanya-kanyang ugali. Halimbawa, for example, si Rosa ay ugali niyang mapagbigay. Si Jubert naman ay meron siyang ugali na madamot. Naintindihan ko ano yung kahulugan ng behavior? Uulitin ko, behavior, ito ay ang pag-uugali. Let's discuss about the types of behavior, which is the solitary behavior. Solitary behavior, it is self-gratification, means that stimulation that leads to sexual arousal and generally sexual climax. Ito ay ang pagbibigay kasiyahan sa sarili ay nangahulugan ng pagpapasigla sa sarili na humantong sa sexual. Sa madaling salita, ang kasiyahan sa sarili ay pinakamadalas na mas marami ang mga pagkain na nagsasagawa ng pagkilos sa sarili. One of the example of solitary behavior, it is a student studying alone in a room. Isang estudyanteng nag-aaral mag-iisa sa silid-aralan. Okay, let's discuss the difference between the two types of behavior. The first is solitary behavior and socio-sexual behavior. Solitary behavior, done alone, no need others. Socio-sexual behavior involve two or more individuals, male or female. Sa madaling salita, ang pagkakaiba ng dalawang uri ng behavior, ito ay ang solitary behavior. Ang solitary behavior ay ang nag-iisa lamang siya. No need, done alone. Nag-iisa lamang siya. Ang socio-sexual behavior, ito ay nangangailangan ng kasama dahil nagsasabi siya ng involve two or individual, which is a female or female. Now, everyone knows that the difference between the two types of behavior. Hopefully, may natutunan kayo. And that's all. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. The second and more common category is psychological problems. These are caused by emotional or mental factors. First example is premature ejaculation, which often happens due to anxiety or stress. Another issue is erectile dysfunction, which in younger men is typically caused by stress. Erectile dysfunction ay pagkabigo sa pagtayo ng ari ng lalaki. Kadalasan ay dulot ng stress, lalo na sa mga batang lalaki. Vaginismus, a painful condition where the muscles around the vagina contract involuntarily, is also a psychological issue often triggered by trauma or fear. Vaginismus, isang kondisyon kung saan ang mga kalamnan sa paligid ng puwerta ay kusang humihigpit. Nagiging sanhi ng sakit at hirap ng penetrasyon. Karaniwan itong sanhi ng trauma or takot.
Good morning, ma'am. My topic is all about physiology of human sexual response. So when it's say physiology of human sexual response, it describes the sequence of physical and psychological changes that occur in the body when a person becomes sexually aroused and engaged sexual activity. When we say aroused, meaning in sexual context specifically refers to sexual excitement or stimulation. So we have four phases of human sexual response cycle. First is excitement phase. It's the first stage of sexual response when a person starts to feel aroused. So if we feel excitement, our body starts react by increasing heart rate, breathing, and blood flow to sexual organs, preparing for sexual activity and get energized. That is a excitement phase. And the second phase is lateo phase. So plateau phase meaning is the stage after excitement where sexual arousal is at high steady level and the body changes intensity like faster heartbeat, muscle tension, and more sensitivity to preparing orgasm. So both partners feel strong tension and sensitivity as their bodies prepare for orgasm. That's all, ma'am. Thank you for listening.
Good day, everyone. I'm Adeline Kretao. My topic for today is all about sociology of human sexual response. Sociology of human sexual response have a four parts. Number one and two will explain of Ma'am Quintin Delina, and I'm here to explain number three, which is sexual climax. Sexual climax have a four parts. Number one is nakakatulong ito upang patibayin or palakasin ang ating relasyon sa ating partner, lalo na sa mga marriage couple or may asawa na. Number two is nakakabawas ng stress. Nakakatulong ito upang mabawas ang ating stress and to make our partner happy. And number three, nakakatulong ito upang tayo ay makakapagpahinga or makakatulog ng mabuti ng mahimbing. Number four, ito ay nakakatulong sa ating immune system or nakakapagpalakas sa ating immune system. And last is resolution phase. Resolution phase is yugto or pagpapaayos or to make our body in normal or makakapagpahinga ang ating katawan at in other word, ito ay after sex. Thank you and God bless everyone.
Good day, everyone. My topic is all about social sexual behavior. Social sexual behavior refers to how individuals express their sexuality in social contexts, particularly regarding opens to casual sex, sexual relationships without emotional commitment, and attitudes toward sexual activity outside committed relationships. It includes sexual activities, behaviors, and preferences shown by the society. It involves how people choose partners, express desire, and engage in sexual relationships. It can also be influenced by culture, religion, gender roles, upbringing, media, and personal values. People may show unrestricted, open to casual sex behavior. For example, dating and flirting. Everyone is free for that, but we need to know our boundaries. Number 2, casual or committed sexual relationship. If you and that person have relationship, then you free. You two are free of that. Number 3, cultural views on premarital sex. And number 4, gender norms about expressing sexuality. Did you know that social sexual behavior is an important part of human social life? It reflects how individuals express their sexuality, choose partners, and follow or challenge formal norms related to sex. That's all for today. Thank you.
Good day, ma'am. My topic is all about sexual problem. When we say sexual problems, ito ay mga problema or
sexual na mga problema sa mga lalaki or babae. Sexual problem may be satisfied as a physiological and psychological and social in origin. Physiological problems are the least among the three categories. Only a small number of people suffer from disease that are due to abnormal development of the genital or that part of the neurophysiological or neurophysiology controlling sexual response. Ito ay kumokontrol sa pagitan ng lalaki at babae. Some physiologic conditions that disturb sexual response include vaginal infection, retroverted uteri, prostatitis, adrenal tumors, diabetes, senile changes of the vagina, and cardiovascular problem. These sexual problems can be resolved through medication or surgery. Pag tinatawag nating sexual problem, ito ay isang karaniwang sexual problem sa mga lalaki kung saan nahihirapan sila sa pag-ihi o makamit ang pananatili ng pagtindig ng ari ng lalaki. Ang sexual problem ay maaari din itong magdulot ng sakit, example, hirap sa pag-ihi o hindi nakakapag-ihi ng tama. O magkakaroon ka ng sakit gaya ng diabetes o sakit sa puso. Ito ay karaniwang nangyayari sa lalaki or sa babae. Hindi lang sa lalaki kundi sa babae. Kasi sa mga lalaki, isa sa mga dahilan nila ay ang hirap sa pag-ihi or dahil ito sa paninigarilyo sa paninigarilyo kaya sila nahihirapan sa pag-ihi. At sa mga babae din naman, same sa mga lalaki, mahihirapan din sa pag-ihi. Kasi magkakos ka ng sakit gaya ng diabetes, sakit sa puso, hirap sa paghinga. Yun ang kadalasang mga example sa sexual problem. Matutulungan lang ito or maaagapan kapag ikaw ay may iniinom na gamot or nagme-maintain ka ng gamot para sa isang sakit. Yan lang po at maraming salamat.